Hey, what's up, everybody? This is GreyMan here with the Grey Exchange. Keep on hearing weird noises around here. How is everybody doing this night? Or how is everybody doing tonight? So a lot of you folks were wondering where I was yesterday, and just in general, just to let everybody know what was going on, is I was extremely busy the night before on Halloween with the family, and I had a lot of things to catch up on the following day, so I did not drop a video yesterday, but I was glad to see that some of the folks missed me on Monday. All in all, let me see who was in chat. Let me say what's up to a few of you folks in here before we get started, because we got a lot of things to go over. All right, so we got Michigan Lifestyle. Hello, JT, Arc Wildman. You see, Yarn Prepper will be out for tonight, maybe at the end. Let me see who else we got here. Joni, I'm glad you're here, Joni, because you're part of the mail call giveaway. What's up, Scott? Yes, I watched the Ice Age Farmer as well. Good stuff. Perceptive Strategies. Anyone check the Ice Age Farmers? But yes, I did watch that as well. Let me see who else is in chat tonight. Chet Bowles, spoiler alert, the answer is yes. Right on. Oh, man, love it. TJ Preps got hacked. Wow, that's crazy. Any news on Virginia election? Just got back on, been making soap and body wash all day. Joni, yeah, the red is ahead by roughly, I don't know, 10, 13%. But guess what? Fairfax is doing a rescanning on their ballots, and it's the largest county in Virginia. Just saying, as I've told you folks before, it's always a game with these folks, and they're not going to let anything get by. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully things will play out the right way. Let me see. What's up, Harvey Black? How you doing? Thorhaven Farm. Cherry Shear, good evening. Michigan is snowy. Wonder, I can imagine. I used to live in Michigan. Jen G, hello. See, make sure I didn't miss anybody. Jeremy Taylor, what is up? Cherry, what's up? D14 is in the house. Daryl Calhoun. And the chat just jumped like crazy on me. South Florida DCL, Diabetic Prepper, Vanta Ryder, Jeff Sams, Colleen Rich, S. Moore, Big Bear Prepper, Leona Riley, Scars of 219, Red Burning Fires, Let's Talk Prepping. Man, that was a mouthful. Lily B, I was trying to catch up quick as I could. Arkansas Whoop Ass, what is up? Kelly 61, how you doing? Daily Prepper, Chief Prepper, T Prada. Did I get everybody? Donna is in the house as well. Milo on the ready, stay survived. Let me see. Raptor Ranch. Hopefully I'm not repeating myself. You know, you guys know I get sidetracked by chat. Pony Girl is in the house. Empress Kimberly, what's up? Moonface, Teresa Calloway, Amanda Strain. God, there's a lot of you folks in here. Truly appreciate you guys being here. Mama Bear's in the house as well. Awesome. And Jan Panlin. Jan is in the house. Montana Sky. Shade Tree Prepper. We're all just rolling in on here. And yes, I know I'm going up against the big boys tonight, but it is what it is. Rizza Jizza, what is up? How are you guys doing tonight? Hopefully everybody's doing well. A lot of scary stuff is happening in this world. So the reason I picked this topic for tonight, and I'm going to let we got some testing. We got a few things that we need to do tonight, because you guys know Thursday's the monster crazy giveaway. Matter of fact, I'm trying to think of everything I need to get done, but we're going to talk about the economic situation and about the whole economic collapse. And I'm going to show you guys some articles that I've all linked down below in the description as well, but we're going to go over those articles. We're going to touch on Venezuela a bit, and also some things that have been scrubbed from the internet that I still found, able to find some information on that, which I also linked down below as well. Yeah, the big boys, the big channels. The big channels are out there doing lives tonight, so I'm up against some of those folks. Rudy, what's up, Rudy? How you doing? I was going to ask you to come on tonight, but it was like a 2-hour notice because you are an expert in this. And, but I figured, you're busy and whatnot, but I'm glad you joined us this evening as well. Let me see. Did I see Avalanche Knit is in the house as well? Did I miss any Bell Prepper? How you doing tonight? I think I caught everybody, right? Did I catch everybody? Tammy, Scotty, Lily B. I think I have Frontier Preppers. What is up? Billy and D is in the house. Oh man, if you guys haven't seen that interview, that was awesome. Dragon is in the house as well. I appreciate that, Lily B. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. And I agree, Barbara. It is a good teaching thing. So first of all, I want to let you guys know, I'm going to put this banner up. You guys know how I usually do the super chat of the month, which we'll be doing that giveaway as well on Thursday, along with the 10K giveaway. So I want to be adamant about something. Down below, you see the little thing scrolling. It'll pop up here in a second. I know there's a delay from here to here. So any super chats, any super stickers, all my membership donations, anything, my AdSense, everything that I get from November and possibly the first week or so of December, I'm going to be doing a donation to Toys for Tots. Here's how I'm going to have you guys involved in that. What I'm going to do with that is I'm also going to put some money in it myself, a large donation, and we are going to go on a shopping spree. We did a vote a while back on how we should do this, if we should do a cash donation or a shopping spree. So we're going to go buy a crap load of toys, and then we're going to, of course, we're going to bring the camera with me and do the shopping and stuff like that. We're going to get everybody involved, the Grey family. Hopefully they'll don't mind being on camera, or try to get them on camera. If not, they'll be videoing me. And we're going to buy a bunch of toys and then donate them to Toys for Tots for Christmas. I feel like the little ones need a little boost this year with all the things that have been happening the last year and a half. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the month of November. Any type of monetary thing that I get from YouTube is going to be going to Toys for Tots. I talked to a couple of folks already at the fire stations, and they're all about it. So it's going to be really fun. My guy right up in here. Agreed. Agreed, Kit. They are awesome. So just to let you guys know that. So if anybody, so next month, for the month of November, there won't really be a super chat giveaway, even though, because we're doing a huge giveaway on Thursday. So that'll be the November thing. But I want to donate everything to Toys for Tots. We do shop with a cop. Yeah, exactly. So do I. That's awesome. So I need to test something, because for Thursday night, before we get into the subject, I'm trying to maintain what I'm trying to do. Rudy, you didn't have to do that, brother, but I truly appreciate that. And of course, brother, that's going to go for Toys for Tots, brother. I appreciate that. Kenneth Christian, thank you so much for that super chat as well. Alaska Prepper, you're a phenomenal person. What you do for this community is amazing. But thank you so much, brother. So I need a test from you guys. I want to try to use this new platform. StreamYard has a giveaway platform where I want to be able to do live stream giveaways in a manner that's fair to everyone, other than just saying, instead of doing trivia and stuff, which I know you guys like doing trivia. We'll have fun with that down the road. But agreed, Bell Prepper. He is truly awesome. So what I need from you guys is, I'm going to put something in chat real quick. I'm going to type something, and I need everyone to do this for me. I know it sounds crazy, but I need everyone to copy and paste, or just repeat what I'm doing, because I'm trying to see if the StreamYard giveaway thing works before we launch it on Thursday night and it fails on me. All right, so let me put this in chat. If everybody can write the same thing that I'm writing in chat, it would be very helpful, because it generates off what the keyword is. So I'm going to put this in the chat, and if everybody can follow me and put the same thing, and then I'll generate and see if it works properly. Because we're giving away, I think, 10 things for the 10K giveaway. Plus, we're doing the Super Chat of the Month giveaway as well on Thursday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so I just put in Grey 10K. If you can type it just like that, I would appreciate it. I want to see if this works. I'm going to bring my screen up to see if it works, and we're going to find out how it works, if it works properly. All right, thank you, Lily B. Thank you, Jen. Thank you guys so much. Rudy, are you crazy, man? What are you going on, man? Thank you so much for that super chat, brother. Truly appreciate it. Oh, Rudy, I'm gonna have to get you back, brother. I'm gonna get you back. Man, that's pretty awesome. All right, so all the Grey 10Ks are coming in, and it has to be all together. I see Colleen Rich put a space there. Don't put a space, just put it like that. I know D14, it'd be great to have 100,000, but Grey 10K will work. That means no silver for you. Right on. Right on. All right. So it looks like we got a bunch of the Grey 10Ks coming in. Now I'm going to share my screen. Let me bring this up for Mama Bear. Thank you so much for that super chat. I truly appreciate that. And the kids will be happy about that way. And I'll show everything. I'll be as transparent with everything, folks, because this will be my first one, because we're coming up on a year on YouTube. So this is kind of like a thing that I want to give back to the children. All right. So let me pull this up. I won't be able to see you guys. Let me switch over to chat here, so I can see you guys here. Looks like everybody else has got it in there. Fatman Prepper, what is up? Barbara, DB. I see a lot of other folks. Teresa, thank you guys all for being here. All right, so I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. Excuse me, folks. All right, so let me pull this up now. Add this to the stream. So this is how it works. This is the StreamYard giveaway tool. I picked the broadcasting I'm going to use to match the text. So I'm going to start collecting comments. I guess I got to go over here and collect comments. So far, it says I have 45 entries. So it looks like it's working. Dragon Thank you so much, brother, for that super chat. Anything is better than nothing, brother. 50 cents, $1. You don't have to go crazy like that, but I truly appreciate that, Dragon. You're very generous as well. And you've always been an extreme heavy supporter of the channel, brother. So I truly appreciate that. All right. So it looks like we have 45 entries. So basically by using that word Grey 10K. So let's say if I'm giving away, let me try to find something let's say I'm giving away a Gerber, right? And I type in the word Gerber, and anybody who wants to win the Gerber will type in Gerber. So this is what we're doing. So let's see if this works. We're going to draw. So this is a mock. I'm not giving anything away. This is just mock. It pulls through all the live folks in chat, and it'll settle down on somebody. And who do we have here? And boom, our tent life would be the winner for whatever I was giving away. So I think that's awesome. So it does work. I think this is going to be cool. We're going to have a lot of fun on the Thursday night. So that'll be cool. It does work. That is awesome. That is awesome. It does work. All right. So let me move that over. I appreciate that, folks. Everybody who did that. Yeah, I know diabetic. It's one of my, it's a decent knife. I carry my Mora with me all the time. Yeah, Gen G, I was hoping, I'm learned that from Boots and Bounty Homestead. So I was like, all right, I need to incorporate this. And I think it's going to be a different way to do giveaways from now on, live on the air. So I think that's going to be awesome. And it'll be extremely fair. So like, let's say if I have a knife, and let's say I have a number 10 can and I have this, people who want to win that prize can type in the prize. So I'll use, let's say I'm using Augustin's Farm Dice Carrots. I'll put Augustin's Farm number 10. And whoever puts that in means that they want to try to win that prize. And we'll just run it. And whoever decides to get in there will get 10 entries, 100 entries, 200 entries, however many people want to enter for that. And it'll automatically draw through that directly from the chat. So I think it'll be pretty awesome. All right. So do we want to do mail call first, or do we want to get into the topic? Because I know people probably want to get into this topic that I have set up for you folks tonight. Because I do have a huge mail call sitting over here. I got some big stuff in the mail this week, and I'm very excited to share that with you folks. So let me know what you guys prefer. You guys want to get into the topic at hand, or you want to do the mail call first? I don't want to lose too many folks. I think we have, 85 or so people, 87 in here. So that is awesome. Really cool how you get great ideas from. Yes, Pony Girl, I am huge in the community. I like to work with everybody in the community that wants to work together to share information and whatnot. Okay, so we got mail call, topic, I got to go. Denise says I got to go, topic, mail call, mail call, mail call. Mail call. I apologize, Denise. It looks like everybody are at topic. Postcards are officially mailed. Thank you, Gen G. I appreciate that. Funny daily prepper. It'll only take me about me. Thanks for being real and not ghetto. I appreciate that, Red October. Stalks me on other channels. That I do, Fat Man. That I do. We can run through this topic pretty quick, folks. You know what I mean? Kit Carlson, I appreciate that, brother. Thanks for the super chat. Wish I can do more. Get the numbers, vet bills. I hear that, brother. I appreciate it regardless, man. Regardless. I vote GreyMan Rambling first. Right on, Dragon. Topic. I'll stay up late. Oh, okay. I appreciate that, Denise. It looks like a mixed bag of nuts, to be honest with you, that people want topic or Grey 10K topic. Ramble. Sorry, I felt weird if I took you to the bathroom with me. That's funny, Moon. I can run through the mail call as fast as possible. It's just a larger one, so I just wanted to kind of give you guys an opportunity to choose that before we get into the nitty gritty or the meat and potatoes of this live stream. I know some of you folks are waiting for that. Go to mail call. Topic is going to draw too many questions and comments. That's true. I agree. What are mixed bag of nuts? Right on. All right, so let me try to run through this mail call real quick, all right? I do apologize for some of you folks that wanted the topics. I'll try to move through this as fast as possible. But, you know, when anybody sends me stuff, I like to share with the community. So I truly appreciate your guys' patience with that. So I did get a postcard from Klingon Princess, from Eureka. Klingon Princess says, thank you so much for your very generous prizes. Love, love, love long-term foods. I am not tempted to break into those. This photo is of one of our beautiful Victorians. It's a men's club. Always a controversy. Be blessed, Klingon Princess. Again, that's there. Maybe I'll get a little closer. Try to get the lighting off that. So Klingon Princess gave me a postcard, which you guys know I'm a sucker for postcards. I love those things. All right, so now Joni Friels is in chat. So Joni went nuts. And I want to share what Joni sent me. And I'm going to try, like I said, run through this as fast as possible. I know you guys are, whatchamacallit, we still got everybody in chat, so no one's left me yet. Settle in, not settle. Oh, did I say something wrong? I don't know, but I might have missed something. She's good peeps. Agreed. Reach over here. So Joni Friels has a business. And Joni, if you want me to share your business with the folks, or someone wants to email me, I can give them the information to your business. But Joni sent me, I don't even know how to put this on camera because it's so big. So, and this is Joni, me and Lady Grey talked about this, and we're going to put this when we move to our homestead. This is going to be the first thing we put up on the outside of our home. But she made this. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's huge, but it says welcome. She made that. It's huge. I'm trying to keep it on camera. There we go. But she handmade that. It was really awesome. I truly appreciate that, Joni. And I'm not done with you yet, Joni. She also made this little sign here, which I thought was cool. Bugging in with, and then this part. See, bugging in with GreyMan. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I thought that was really awesome. Thank you so much, Joni, for that. She also gave me some of her cowboy crack. She canned me some cowboy crack, and this is peppers. I don't know if you guys can see that little pepper mix there that I'm going to be adding to some stuff. And shortage is starting in Northeast. I'm trying to keep track of chat. She sent me this candle, which smells really good. The ladies are really loving this. Good things happen. I think that's awesome. Let me see here. I'm trying to get this open. Also, these are, and I forgot what these things are called, but you put them in the shower. She makes these like these vapor things that you put in the shower. It helps open up your airways and whatnot. And Joni could be more specific in the chat than I can. So thank you so much, Joni, for that. Plus, Joni also makes these soaps, and some of them are pretty cool. I'll try to show these real quick. Let me see if I can hold these up two at a time here. So these are two of them that she made here. Oatmeal honey vitamin E body soap, oatmeal honey vitamin E vanilla bath soap. This one's a facial scrub, probably for Lady Grey. Bath bombs. There you go. GreyMan Prepper. Oh man, that's funny. And I'm not into. I don't know how to use all this stuff. Coffee, honey, and chocolate truffle bath and body soap, facial vitamin E, oatmeal, and honey. And I'll be honest with you guys, she put some really good work into this. You guys probably won't be able to see the detail in this. I just want to pull one of these out if I can show you guys real quick. And I appreciate your patience before we get into this topic. I'm trying to find the one that I saw. Where'd it go? It had like this, it has like bees on it and stuff. Here we go. There it is. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that or not, but it actually has like a little beehive and bee on there, which I thought was really neat. So if you see Joni Friels in chat and you guys want some soap and scrubs and some signs and stuff like that, she is the person to go check out. Nice little beautiful box she sent me. So thank you so much, Joni, for that. And she also sent me a card as well. And it was very sweet. Here's Dear Grey family. Sorry it's late, but got really swamped. Still working on the sign for Little Miss Grey. So soon. Enjoy. Thanks for all that you do. Keep us informed. Remember that the 3 Ps, pray, prep, and praise God. God bless is all from the Friels family. So thank you so much, Joni, for that. Hi, folks. Watch from Scotland. That's awesome, John. Yeah, very kind. So the other big box I got from Jam at the Nut House, which is traveling right now, so she probably can't be in chat. And I'm going to try to run through this really quick. I said I appreciate all you guys. But it's just only fair that I give these folks some screen time due to the fact that, they do this. They take the time out and send this out to me. The No Stanley Steamer, if you know. So I got some peach syrup from Jam at the Nut House. Everything that I'm about to show you is from Jam at the Nut House. Some peach syrup, which we tested already, which is really good. She sent us these hand towels. I don't know if you guys can see that there. Farmer Fresh eggs. I think that's pretty cool. A couple hand towels. I'm going to be making a mess here. I thought this was really cool. Manuka honey. This is awesome stuff. These are some lozenges. This is really cool. Move this over. She sent us some food. Kelly61, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much, Kelly. I truly appreciate that. Very kind of you. And here we go. We got some chicken noodle family of 8 size and darn good chili mix from Bear Creek. Thank you so much, JM. I'm trying to move quick. She sent me some raw honey from Honeyville over in Colorado. I think that is there. You guys know I love honey. I'm insane over it. Plus, she sent me her special spices. So you can put this on steaks and things that you cook, pork chops, chicken, or whatever. But she sent me some spices there. JM is always sending me some crazy stuff, and I love it. She also sent me some stuff for some pectin to make homemade jams and jellies because she knows I'm getting ready to start getting into the whole canning thing. See this, she a lot of you guys know that my wife works as a chef in a couple restaurants, and she burns herself a lot. So she sent this in as well. This is called, you guys are probably familiar with comfrey cream. There's a mixture in here. She wrote a letter. I'll try to, I won't read the whole letter, but yeah, right, Milo. What's up, Miguel? But it's for her burns. I thought that was very sweet and kind of her that she had paid attention to chat, and Lady Gray's excited for this. Let me see here. She also sent me some gold. Here's what I mean by gold. She sent me some lids. Some car lids. A lot of you guys know who are in the canning. This is stuff like gold here. People having trouble finding this stuff here. So JM, I call this gold, liquid lid gold. So thank you so much for that. If you're watching this JM on the replay, she also sent me 5. She has so many that she said, hey, brother. Thank you, Prepping Preacher. I appreciate that. The Bear Creek soup is great. Thank you, Cherry. This is a 5-gallon, bucket opener, which they come in super handy for you folks that are preppers, and you guys know how that works. So thanks so much for that. She sent me a bunch of postcards because, again, she knows I'm a postcard. She did send me the sticker as well, which I thought was pretty funny. From Big Trees, hide and seek. I'm going to kind of run through these postcards real quick. Howdy from Mormon Lake. Let me shake your paw. I thought that was kind of funny. This one is a kind of a trippy one. I don't know if you guys can see that there. I think it's this way. I can't tell. This one is from Desert View, Grand Canyon. She says the view is amazing. The car doesn't do it justice. There's another one there. That one is from Colorado National Monument. She went crazy on these postcards. Bryce Canyon National Park. That one is from Calaveras Big Tree State Park, which is awesome. I would love to visit there one time. I just don't like California. Idlewild. She said this was a pretty interesting place. She wrote on each one of these, but I know I don't want to take up all your guys' time by reading them. But if JM wants me to, I'll do that Thursday night as well. And there is the last one, High Country Sightings at 7,000. She said this was pretty interesting, but she said it was full of a bunch of hippies and some weirdos there, which I thought was funny. Last couple of things. She sent me a deck of playing cards that are about bacon. I don't know if it's going to come up on the screen. Come on, camera, you can do it. It wants to focus on me and not the cards. Dang it. I'm going to use 2 hands here. There we go. Bacon recipes, playing cards. And last but not least, she sent me this awesome book here. Mini Farming Self-Sufficiency on a Quarter Acre. This is awesome. She knows I really wanted this book, and she sent it to me. I've already been reading through it. It's a phenomenal book. So that is awesome, JM. I truly appreciate everything that you sent to me. She did send me this huge letter. And she also wrote this card. It says, "Hi, Gray family. There is an explanation list here. Hopefully this finds you well. If you have any questions on the odd contents, give me a call. JM at the Nut House." So thank you so much, JM. All right. Woo. All right. One postcard is from Horseshoe Bend. As a photographer, it must be a visit. Awesome, Jeremy. I appreciate that. I really want to check it out, but going out west is not something that I do. Yeah, bacon, right, Minuteman? All right. So evidently I got 3 thumbs down for showing the things that I got in the mail call. but that's life and that's YouTube. I just happened to look up and check that out. But at least there's 100 of you guys still hanging out with me. Moldy Soldier, what is up? Gray, you need a few more brothers out of you. You remind me of Hulk Hogan. Yeah, I know, right? I've been told that before. Agreed, Joni. And thank you so much, Joni. That was very kind of you to send all that stuff, and I truly appreciate that. I was born and live in California. It never feels good to get crapped on by everyone. I can imagine, DB. And that's what I tell people. It's not the people that live in California. You know, there's some great people out there. It's just the politics out there that make it a bad situation. Yeah, right, Milo. All right. So I don't think I froze. This is, did I freeze? Brother, I wear those thumps down as a badge of honor. Right on, Prepping Preacher. Agreed. Evidently, they still show interaction, but I'm not going to give them too much time right now, because I agree always till the end with you here. I appreciate that, Pony Girl. Blessings out from Australia. Hey, Jan Dow from Australia, welcome. I love seeing folks from all over the countries. We get all kinds of folks from all over the world in this chat, which is very awesome. Raptor Ranch is still here. Awesome. Christ is the answer as well. And there's probably a bunch of people. Yeah, I know. I don't care, Lori. I really don't care. I just happen to notice it. But it's just funny. You can do the most positive video. There's some great content creators out there that do some of the most family-friendly stuff in the world. And those folks, you know, it hurts the small channels when you're first coming through YouTube and you're coming up through the ranks of YouTube. For people to do that to you, I feel it hurts those folks and gives them a sense of, you know, I don't want to say it makes them sad, but you know, it takes away their drive to do things. You know what I mean? No matter what happens, it'll never get to me. All right, so let's move on. All right, let's go into the economic collapse, folks. This is the reason why most of you folks are here. I've already wasted a half hour on jibber jabber and all that stuff like that. All right, so a lot of people, the reason I wanted to do this topic is everybody's been asking me. I get constant emails. I get people that ask me out in the public, you know, area that when people who know what I do and kind of like have an idea where I work at, or people that are in the prepping community around here locally, they're always asking me for what do you think is going to happen with our economy and so on and so forth. And I said, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's headed for a really dark path. And said there's a lot of content creators that have touched the subject. But I'll come in here and give my opinion and kind of show you where I'm going with this. All right. So first I want to touch on an article. And like I said, these articles are down below. So if you guys care to read the entire article for yourself, it'll be there, and you can kind of draw your own opinion from it, because like I said, what I'm reading is my opinion, and you guys, everyone is entitled to their opinions in regards to how they interpret these articles. So let's get into this. Let's bring up these articles here. Where is it up? I know I got you set up somewhere here, articles. All right. So I won't be able to see chat too much when these articles are up, when I'm going to the spiel. So I'll catch back up with chat here in a few. I'm going to try to run through these and get my point across in regards to the topic tonight. And let me get my screen share up and running. Whoops, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to invite anybody. I'm trying to share my screen. All right, so the first one here, it says, if you can see here, it says the U.S. dollar is in bad shape. And this is from Nomad Capitalists. It says the 5 most chilling predictions for the U.S. dollar collapse. And here's what I want to do with this. It says the U.S. dollar is in bad shape, having lost 97% of its purchasing power in 100 years. It's easy to argue that the dollar has suffered a slow but steady collapse. And many financial experts claim that, whoops, I thought I saw something pop up. Any financial experts claim that this is only the beginning, in an era when central banks are printing money to infinity and racking up debts like never before. Something has to give. For those who in the know, the question isn't if the dollar will collapse, but rather when. As the United States plays a less and less significant role in the world economy, countries like Russia and China threaten to replace the dollar as the global reserve currency. Here are 5 of the most chilling predictions about the future of the dollar. So what I want to do here is, the first one is, a Harvard economist says bank runs. I don't know if you guys know what a bank run is. Technically, it's when everybody, something happens in the economy. Let's say the stock market starts going crazy, or there's a huge fear that the banks are not going to be available. Storms coming. Everybody runs to the bank to pull out money. That's kind of like a bank run. Or you have major investors or big people that are going to be dropping huge money, pulling all their money out. So in here, me see if I can find it. Classic economist and Harvard professor Terry Burnham told the world that he was withdrawing $1 million from his Bank of America checking account because of the negative consequences Ben Bernanke and Janet Yellen have had on the U.S. dollar, and is trying to start bank run by getting others to do the same. So some of these bigwigs are already pushing for this, people to pull their monies out of banks. And if you guys know, you want my opinion, I wouldn't keep much money in the bank either. I would only put enough money in there to pay your bills and put the other money to the side. I know it's fiat currency. I know it's this and that. We're going to touch on that real quick. But the banks are not as safe as places. That's why people in the Great Depression stashed money in their mattresses and all the other stuff and hid it in their floors, because they've been through this. Just imagine if you had a CME, like we've been seeing the solar activity crisis going crazy, and all kinds of coronal mass ejections and stuff like that. Luckily, they haven't been crazy. They haven't affected the grid or anything like that. But if one ever does, and we lose power, you will not have access to your little smartphones. You will have not access to these little apps and your credit cards and debit cards. If you have direct deposits from the government, let's say you're on Social Security or you're a retired veteran, any of that money will not be coming in at that point. Even if they were to send you a check, which would be a worthless check because you cannot go to the bank to cash it. All right, moving on. It says he claimed the dollar collapse is also underway because the Fed's manipulation has two adverse effects on the currency: decreasing overall wealth by distorting markets and redistributing wealth from unsophisticated investors to the political elite through currency. Burnham said he couldn't stand getting paid zero interest by Bank of America anymore. He didn't trust them to keep his money safe at a zero interest. He was losing tens of thousands of dollars in purchasing power every year due to inflation, while his well-connected bank benefited. Banks are always going to benefit. All right, so now we're going to move into number 4. The U.S. dollar collapse would be worse than the situation in Spain or Greece. I'm not familiar with the situation in Spain or Greece, but what I wanted to talk about here is something that the previous president talked about. It says right here, it says number 45 claims the United States is no longer a rich country because rich countries don't borrow money. In the interview, 45 claimed that the U.S. is becoming a third world nation forced to borrow money and issue debt, which we like to say debt notes. That the dollar bills, or all the dollar bills, are debts. Trump also suggested, and I shouldn't have said that name, but you know how that goes on YouTube. To answer to his question, he says, when will the U.S. dollar collapse? He said, saying that when the U.S. debt hits 21 to 22 trillion mark, things will get much, much worse. All right. So what is the U.S. debt today? Where are we at today? I got this right here for you. Right now, this is the debt, U.S. national debt. We are at 28, almost 29. I think that's, what is that? $1 trillion, or maybe it's more. Okay. That's a million mark, a billion mark. So 28 trillion, almost 29 trillion. We'll probably be at 29 trillion in no time. So if we go back to this here, the previous president said that when the debt hits 21 to 22 trillion, well, guess what, folks? We're almost at 29 trillion. Just saying. And that's why I kind of have these things back and forth, so I can show you. I have something to follow up with it and kind of show you what's going on. Hopefully this is going to be an educational video or a live stream for you folks to kind of like pass the information to other folks that might want this information, because you could always follow back, and the articles are linked below. I even had the U.S. debt calculator linked below as well. All right, so moving into number 3, it says even the U.S. government will stop using the dollar. Jeff Berwick, editor of the Dollar Vigilante, predicts that things will get so bad that even the American government will view their own dollar as toxic waste. He says the average American is in la-la land, obsessing over TV shows or the next presidential race. He says this just happened in the Ukraine, could easily happen in the United States. And while the Ukraine saw their currency crisis coming for some time, the U.S. dollar collapse could happen overnight, he says. Berwick says the U.S. is turning a corner and headed for total financial ruin as early as this year, and quotes Jim Rogers, who says there is no paper money in 2014 or 2015 that's going to be worth much of anything. All right, so moving down here, says Berwick often predicts the end of the monetary system as we know it, and claims that once all the capital controls have been implemented and the U.S. government starts confiscating assets to pay creditors like China, it will not even accept the tainted U.S. dollar. So they're basically saying our government won't even look at money as it's worth anything. Now, I wanted to bring up this other article real quick. I'm going to bounce over here real fast, and hopefully I'm not missing a lot of folks in chat. The national debt just 3 and 4. I see that, Dragon. I'm trying to read it real quick. I'm just right on. I appreciate that. And how this affects Canada, D14, how this affects Canada. If the US dollar collapses, all around the world, it'd be all around the world, other economies will follow suit. Okay. Just put it that way. It will follow suit. A lot of other, let me see, how do I explain this? A lot of other countries deal in US debt or US notes. I don't have time to go deeper into it, but we can always have a different discussion at a different day. So I wanted to show you this article real quick. It says, cash will soon be obsolete. Will America be ready? This is when we're getting into the digital currency. Basically where they're trying to move from, to make us a cashless society. We've discussed this in the past as well. It says some people still prefer to use cash, perhaps because they like the tactile nature of the physical currency or because it provides confidentiality in transactions. A lot of us like confidentiality. If we go to, let's say, to the gun show or something like that, or we want to buy something with cash versus being tracked by our credit cards, debit cards, bank accounts, or whatever the case may be. You guys see what's happening in Congress right now, what they're trying to pass. It says, but digital payments made with a swipe of a card or a few taps on a cell phone are fast becoming the norm. To keep their money relevant, many central banks are experimenting with digital versions of their currencies. These currencies are virtual like Bitcoin, but unlike Bitcoin, which is a private enterprise blockchain, you guys are probably familiar with that. They are issued by the state and function. They're issued by the state and function much like traditional currencies. The idea for its central banks to introduce these digital currencies in limited circulation is to exist alongside cash as just another monetary option, and to broaden their circulation over time as they gain popularity and the cash fades away. Now, funny enough, China, Japan, Sweden have begun trials of central banking digital currency, or the central bank digital currencies. The Bank of England and the European Central Bank are preparing for their own trials, and the Bahamas have already rolled out the world's first official digital currency. So basically, as it states here, the end of cash is on the horizon and will have far-reaching effects on the economy, finance, and society more broadly. Whew. That was a lot to throw in there. All right, so moving on to the Federal Reserve. You guys know the Federal Reserve likes to print money. They love to print money, and print money. They just can't stop. That's how they fix everything, is by printing money. Anyways, this kind of goes into the Federal Reserve insolvency, which caused a 90% drop in the dollar. And I do have a graph. Hopefully I didn't lose it. I have a graph that I want to show you folks. I think I can share that on my screen as well. Anyways, this goes into the your high taxes, your inflation. I'm not going to go dive too much into this one because I'm not really familiar on the Federal Reserve and every aspect of it. That would be probably something left up to Rudy over at the Alaska Prepper who can dive into this. But with the basically fiat currency and stuff like that goes into it. But here's what I wanted to show you. This sparked my interest right here. It says Russia will ban the US dollar. They haven't done it yet, right? They haven't done it yet. When people say, well, what does it matter? The more countries that don't use US currency and start to use other forms of currency will create a situation here in the US. If that makes sense to you folks, if you understand what I'm saying. Anyways, let me go into the article. It says Russian legislator Mikhail, and I can't say his last name, has linked the US dollar to a worldwide Ponzi scheme. One he has claimed it will end with a collapse of the dollar in 2017. Well, here we're in 2021 and hasn't collapsed yet. He submitted a bill to protect Russians against the collapsing U.S. debt pyramid, saying growing rates of U.S. debt would cause the U.S. dollar to collapse if spending isn't remedied. And he goes into there where he's talking about using foreign currencies like the euro, the pound, the yen, and so on and so forth. Anyways, here's an article I want to show you. I mentioned this back on one of the Sunday shift reports. And let me pull this up right here. It says Russia to ditch dollar from the National Wealth Fund. Russia says it will completely remove the U.S. dollar from its $185 billion wealth fund and aiming to replace it with assets dominated in euro and gold. The aim is to be more independent under the spectator of sanctions. So Russia has moved forward with something like this already. And they're probably not the only ones. And I'm going to bring in the whole Venezuelan thing into this as well. I should probably jump into chat for a second before I move on. Let me stop sharing my screen and see if you guys have questions and back up a little bit, because before I get lost in this stuff here, let me clean out some of this stuff that I got on the screen here. All right, let me jump in the chat real fast. And I appreciate you guys listening while I'm going through that. I just can't see the chat while I have it because our currency is connected with the dollar. Thank you, Shadow Scout Sweet. I appreciate that. Because that's what I'm saying. The U.S. dollar is connected with a lot of other currencies. Central bank digit currency can track, monitor everything. Exactly, Arkansas whoop ass. Let me see here. What's up, Rip? How you doing? Hawkeye? Let me see here. Let me see. Digital currency will make it easier to confiscate your money for back taxes, fines, fees, child support, alimony, and other current or court-ordered confiscation. You're right on the money. Funny enough, Minuteman 69. Let me see here. Kind of scrolling through chat, see if I missed anything. Russia is smart. Why would you include the dollar in a wealth fund? Roger that. Let's see here. Did I miss anything else going on? Did I miss? I'm just backing up a little bit, folks, just to see. Yeah, I know. I see that prepping preacher. Yeah, I mentioned his name. Oh man. Hopefully, they, since I ramble on a lot, they won't catch that one. And that's D14's comment. I think of that. Identify there's 28 trillion missing from the national debt. Really? That's so Dragon. I didn't really grasp that because I was looking at the chat over here. I didn't get to see the whole thing. But I'm gonna have to dig more into that, Dragon. Have at least one American-made guitar in stock. What's up, Arleth? How you doing? Greek Law. I'm just kind of backing up a little bit. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Venezuela. I appreciate that, JT. Thanks so much. And I appreciate you folks. All right. What's up, Garter Josh? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. And yes, please smash that like button. I appreciate that. All right. So now we're going to jump into Venezuela. Peach moonshine. That's awesome. Now we're going to jump into the whole Venezuela thing here. So let me get that ready for you folks. It's just a lot of information to cover. And I hope some of you folks find value in this. The article that I'm going to pull up about Venezuela was back in 2016. I want you to see how some of the similarities in 2016 are transparent now and how we can learn from the situation and what to expect, possibly. I'm not saying it's 100%. I don't want to say GreyMan's the fear-mongering man. No, I'm just trying to bring up information for you guys to kind of follow up with, do your own research, and kind of get, like I like to say, get the juices flowing, getting you guys to think about things and hopefully get you prepared for what may come. Because we can never say for sure. Things are going to happen at one point or another, and all we can do is get as prepared as we possibly can. Someone made the joke the other day, that they bought so much stuff, they feel that they bought too much. And I said, there's never too much. There's never too much in an emergency situation. It's better to have as much as you possibly can, as much as you possibly can afford. At least that's how I feel with it. Every month I'm always adding to my preps, be it food, water, gear, or whatever it may be. All right, let me shut up for a second and bring up the article. All right, here we go. So this is an article from Venezuela, dated June 21st, 2016. 2016. It says the situation has deteriorated in recent years because of a variety of factors. But what do we see here? What is the key what does we see in this picture, folks? This picture right here, what do we see? Empty food shelves. What are we seeing all over the U.S. now? We're seeing food shelves. Sure, we can blame it on the supply chain, which has to do with it. We can blame it on the ports, the truckers, the labor shortages, the current health crisis, everything we can do with it. But it's seriously eerie that they're seeing that back in 2016, they were seeing empty shelves. Now, sure, it might not all correlate to the same thing that's happening here. But as you can see, basically, this has to do with their inflation and hyperinflation and what they've done with their money. And of course, if you guys know, they are a socialist regime, which if you guys know where I'm going with that, I don't want to talk too much about it, but you guys can get where I'm going with that whole aspect of where people in our government feel that this is where they want to take our country. Anyways, so this is in 2016. So I'm going to go a little history here. Today in Venezuela, families can wait in lines at the supermarket for 18 hours at a time to get the right to purchase small quantities of oil, rice, or pasta, according to foreign policy. Violent crimes, meanwhile, is on the rise, which the country's capital, Caracas, recently overtaking Honduras' San Pedro Sula to become the most violent city in the world, according to the Citizens Council for Public Security and Criminal Justice. Problems with starvation and malnutrition are worsening, and major Venezuelan companies like Empresas Polar and the country's largest producer of beer are shuttering their doors. Moody's, an American credit agency, said Monday that the country is highly unlikely to have enough currency available to make a debt payments this year. Here's another thing that I want to say is Venezuela is part of, or they were part of, I don't know if they're still part of it, of OPEC. They were an oil-rich country. They exported oil and whatnot, and you can Google this, you can research it however you want. But so you figured they would have been safe, but no, they're not. Is because of the way the government was running that country. Anyways, it goes in to say the political circumstances leading up to the economic collapse in Venezuela have been happening for over a decade now, according to Denny Barr, a fellow at the Brookings Institution and an association at the Harvard Center for International Development. But the situation has greatly deteriorated in recent years because of plummeting crude oil prices, which I just touched on, environmental factors, and the failures of the president, Maduro, which a lot of you guys are familiar with Maduro, government to address the country's woes. Let me see here. Following, I want to just kind of cruise on this. Yeah, right here. It says oil has been a critical component of the country's economy since it was discovered in the early part of the 20th century, and particularly since the industry was nationalized in 1976. Today, oil accounts for 90% of the country's export earnings, according to OPEC, and the oil and gas industry account for 25% of its GDP. And I'm just kind of scrolling through this a little bit, and I'm going to bring this down. Let me see here. And there's one more other thing that I want to share with you, but I want to bring this down and do something else real fast. I want to share you when I Googled something from Venezuela. Let me minimize the screen. Let me see. Today I scored 10,000 individual sold packets. That's awesome, Daily Prepper. JT, what's up, brother? Doing my best last minute. Changing my payday prep order. I've been making time for GreyMan. I appreciate that, vet man. All right, let me go down to some of my screenshots that I've made today. I want to show you the screenshot I took of it. If you Google Venezuela, this is what pops up. Let me move this down and share this. And like I said, it reminds me of what we're seeing here in the U.S. Whatever the cause may be, when you Google Venezuela, this is what you see. Everything I just Googled Venezuela, and I see just nothing but rows and rows of empty shelves, empty food, except for this one down here, I guess. This one down here at the corner looks good. But all the other ones are just empty shelves. And it's very eerily what we're seeing here in the U.S. You know what I mean? And I think I have, what else did I have down there in my little thing? There's a graph that I want to show you with the U.S. dollar real quick. I'm going to bring that up. And Rudy has went over this very, very well in his channel. He is a lot more of an expert than I am when it comes to this stuff, but I felt that I need to touch on it. So let me share this with you folks. It blew me away when I dig this research up and find this information. Check this out, folks. So from the 1800s to 2021, the buying power over $1 over time. Look at this. Look at this. This is the graph of your buying power of the dollar. It had a dip here back in 1859, another dip in 1919. And there's reasons why. You guys can look at history and you can see that. But now look at us. Our dip is going so far down that it's beating every other thing. It's as low as almost at the lowest it's ever been. I think there was one other point, but this is from 1800 to 2021. This is the buying power of the dollar. This is what we put all our faith in, you know, people. And I don't say us as in like the prepper community or the preparedness community, but the generalized public. You know what I mean? Their 401ks, their savings plans, and all this other stuff. This chart says it all, folks. This chart says it all. Scary fact. Whew. All right, Jan, we'll see you in a bit. Minuteman, that's true. All right, sorry I've been out of chat for a little bit. I want to say housing market debt ceiling causes this. Yeah, the housing market, there's a bunch of bubbles. You know, people expected a bunch of different bubbles to pop off this year. A lot of people will blame certain things like the housing. A lot of people are expecting the housing market to crash. It may. I'm not educated enough to know exactly how that's going to play out, but it could. It's something to keep an eye on. That's why I haven't purchased the homestead that I want to purchase so bad, because I don't know. Let me see. Arkansas Whoop-Ass says the Federal Reserve lowered the bank vault cash reserve requirements from 3% to 0%. The banking system is insolvent. Arkansas, I was reading about that too. I can't, there's so much information out there. It's crazy. It's like information overload. Oatmeal prices have started going up. Are out of stock. Last chance to prep oatmeal. Oh, man. I appreciate it, Harvey Black. I went to Costco and took full advantage of their prices that dipped. And that's all we can do, folks, is if you see a sale out there and you have the finances to do so, grab it up. Grab that food up. People will trade for silver and food. Yes, and I spoke about that, Moon, just the other day. The way Venezuelans are using little pieces of gold right now to get haircuts, to buy food, to trade with. Some people are like, you can't eat gold. And I like the way Frontier Prepper said something about that. He's like, well, he says, I can trade it for food, which I was like, bingo. So technically you can eat gold. You can take gold or silver, buy food with it, and consume that. I will trade food for silver, winks. Right on, Tara. People will trade food for silver, LOL. Possibly. It depends on what people find value in, depending on the situation they're in. The Daily Prepper says, don't buy a house, build your own. It's faster, cheaper, and better quality. Daily Prepper, you're funny that you say that because we're looking at just buying land and then building a house on that land. Milo on the Ready says, store brands are gone from the shelves, forcing us to buy name brands at twice the cost. Agreed. Dragon's coming in. Did you know when we had the banking crisis in the early 2000s, if one more FDIC bank were to fail, the economy would have collapsed at that point since the FDIC fund was bankrupt? Well, I think the Fed, I can't remember what the Federal Reserve is, but we're in debt there too. I forget however millions of dollars negative that the Feds are right now. I wish I had that here so that I could bring it up, but I don't. And I don't want to misquote myself. I did the other day, 10 hamburger helper for $10. That's awesome, Minute Man. Fat Man Purple, glad you squeezed us in. If anyone I bought it, they have a rebates for free Thanksgiving dinner right now. That's awesome, Genji. Thanks for sharing that. A friend went to a local store a few weeks ago. 2 full aisles were brands from Vietnam we had never seen before. Waited for sure. That's interesting, Denise. Just win all of Rudy Silver. Yeah, right, Fat Man? Oh, man. Oh. Hello, Dioxin 517. How do I get my husband to understand what's coming? I want to use some cash to buy silver. Lily B, simply put, here's how I've explained to other folks when you're buying silver, is you're buying silver, but it's not like you're losing money. It still has the value that you're putting into it. Sure, you might, if depending on where you get it at, if you got to pay a bit over spot, depending on where you get your silver from, silver is probably going to, a lot of people are like, oh, silver's down, silver's down. We call it a flash sale. The people who like silver, we call it a flash sale. When silver drops, especially, I think it's back up now to 23 or 24, somewhere around there. But that's like a flash sale. Silver will always hold some value. So if let's say, like, for instance, I have $5,000 in cash, fiat currency saved. If the dollar fails, that fiat currency will be worth nothing. It'll be like to burn for kindling for fire. But if I would have took that fiat currency and turned it into silver, silver is still valued amongst the rest of the world. And especially also people here in the U.S. You don't think our government would be like, okay, look what they did in, God, I can't remember when they did it. They asked, I think it was during the Great Depression, they asked for all Americans to turn in their gold. And they were bringing them into train carts. I think they were loading it into Fort Knox. Don't quote me on all that, but I remember reading that where they called it in. They're like, we need all the gold. If someone in chat who's familiar with that can drop something there, can let me know if I'm right on the money or not. Daily Prepper silver certificates, yeah, and the gold certificates. Matter of fact, Garden Koi. I had something like that. Let me look at something real quick. I might have it down here. I don't know if you guys remember this. Let me see if I can find it. I'm going to see if I can find it real quick. Do you guys know that the $500 note is still usable in our country? I have here we go. I found it. Let me show you this, man. And this wasn't available to the public, but they used this. None of us would probably ever got to see one of these. Maybe one of you guys have, not me. This is a $100,000 silver or gold certificate. This was issued. There's a lot of history behind this. But this was something that the government used, a $100,000 note, which is pretty funny. I think I have. Do I have? Yeah, that was a $10,000 note, which was, I think they retired these in like 1969. The $5,000 note, $10,000 note, again there. Oh, that's just burning of the U.S. fiat currency. Just kind of going through that there. Let me see here. I thought I had a note that some of you guys may have seen the $500 note, but anyways, enough of that. Not ever seen one of those. Seen a $1,000 note once, right on Batman Prepper. Right on Minuteman. And unfortunately, as soon as they see that name, as soon as the algorithm sees that name, they just don't like it. And that's why it's held for review. So I do apologize for that. Consider being called crazy a compliment. Yeah, no, I don't mind being called crazy. If someone's to call you crazy, at least you're in preparedness, because you're in preparedness as an insurance plan for the survivability of you and your family, regardless of what you prep, how you prep. You know what I mean? If you prep for weeks or prep for years or whatever you have, let them think you're crazy. I want to get me a professional made tinfoil hat. What's that, Mona She prepping? Going to head out till finish watching in the replay. Good night. Good night, Sherry Leach. I'm almost at an hour. I wanted to see if I had any more questions in chat. I don't know. Did you guys, was that too much information? Or was that information overload? Did it make sense? Did I cover why I feel that we are most likely heading for an economic collapse? Did you find value in that? I don't know. Did it make sense, or was it going too fast? I like hearing your guys' feedback, when I present material like this, because I do a lot of research and then trying to regurgitate it. Sometimes it doesn't come out the way I expect it to. Daily Prepper, you're right. I've yet to be crazy, but weird. That's awesome. $2 notes are actually common. Ex-wife works in hospital. Yeah, I still get $2 notes. I have a couple $2 silver certificates. I've collect coins and stuff like that for quite some time. Some people call it constitutional silver. Idaho. Let me see here. Great information. Yes, perfect. Thank you, Jen G. Right on, the prepping preacher. Leona Riley, thank you so much. Let me see. Idaho Grown, thank you. Avalanche Knit, thank you so much. Patient and Pray does make sense, and it makes sense. Less crazy what I feel. Thank you, Denise. Right on, Minuteman. Indeed, it's coming like a freight train. Agreed, Hawkeye. Beryl, thank you. Cheers. Appreciate that, Monashi. Just don't talk as fast as the Magic Prepper. Right on. Sometimes I think I'm talking fast, but I know. Let me see here. Dun. Yes, I made sense. You did good. We are heading for a collapse. Anyone who can't see that is blind or has blinders on. And that's what I tell people all the time, Teresa. Please take off the blinders. Pay attention. See the world for what it is. Prepping Preacher, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that coming from you. Jeff Riffle, I appreciate that. Daily Prepper, that's a good idea. I found junk silver at the, because sometimes the Goodwill doesn't know what they have, and I take my phone there and I'm doing research. But that's, appreciate that, man. That's good. Barbara, I appreciate that as well. Thank you so much. Shade Tree Prepper, awesome. I have a $3 bill with Clinton. Scott Dene, really? Great information. Thanks. I appreciate that, Lori D. I just like to verify, I just don't like to push out a bunch of information, and I'm hoping that I present it in a way that's understandable. Yes, Klingon Princess, it's right here, Klingon. I talked about it when we first opened the show a bit. And let me see. But yes, thank you so much, Klingon Princess, for that postcard. I appreciate that. And I want to say thank you again to Rudy and Dragon and Fatman Prepper. And there were so many of you folks that donated. Just remember, I love your giggle. I appreciate that, Barbara. I try to be as positive presenting this information. I don't want to get all angry and stuff like that and upset, because it does upset me. But there's no sense of putting all that that energy into the emotion of it. Sometimes I get pushed, but you know how that happens. I appreciate that, Idaho Grown. Does it? Fat Man Prepper. But I wanted to say thank you all, like I said, all month long. If anybody asks or sees, and I'll repeat myself a lot through the live streams that we do all month, that everything that, even like I said, the AdSense, the super chats, the super stickers, the membership, I don't want to say membership fees, but membership donations, my Patreon, anything that I get on Cash App, even, and like I said, once I see what we have in the queue, for at the end of November, I would like to match it, but I can't say that I can do that 100% because let's say if I get like $5,000, which I doubt that's going to happen, but you kind of get what I'm saying. I wouldn't have the same amount, but I am going to put a large amount in the pot as well. And then we're going to do a shopping spree together. I can't do a shopping spree live, but I'll do a video of the shopping spree and getting the toys. But when I go to drop them off, I'm going to do a video of that and thank those folks for doing what they do. The firefighters that do this every year for Toys for Tots. So I think that's pretty awesome. Nice card from Eureka Klingon. Right on. What's up, Wannabe Prepper? How you doing? Do you guys have any questions for me? I think we're right over the hour mark. I think I went over a lot of information. I went over the huge mail call. So thank you to Joni Friels and JM and Klingon for that postcard. I appreciate all that. Yeah, Peacefully Prepped. Alaska Prepper did donate tremendously this evening, and it's truly appreciated. He is an awesome individual, and it's all going to go to good people, to good kids, to good children. And I'm going to take you guys along for that ride. You're going to see joy in me so much donating these toys and shopping. It's going to be a fun experience. We got to have some positivity in our lives, folks. We are headed for the holidays. There's a lot of scary things going on, and I'm just going to try to bring some positivity to the channel and to children less fortunate. You know what I mean? Jen G, thank you so much for that super chat. Can't wait to see the toy shopping. Yeah, I think that's what'll be fun. You know, it'll be fun going out there. I'm going to try to do a couple of them because I want to get anybody who emails me. They'll say, hey, there's some ideas for toys and stuff like that. Because I'm trying to catch up on all my emails. I got to answer a couple emails in regards to weight loss. I got a couple emails floating around that I have starred to come back onto. One thing I do is you guys see down below, the little ticker down below, I have my custom Christmas cards being printed. I'll show them once I receive them. If you want a Christmas card from the Grey family, I have some people already saved on the old email, but the email down below that says it'll come up, it says greychristmascards@gmail.com. Anybody who wants a Christmas card from me, please email where you'd like me to send that Christmas card to you. And I'm going to send out these personalized Christmas cards to everybody that wants one. And I'm going to sign them. I'm going to try to get Lady Grey and Little Miss Grey to sign them, the whole entire Grey family. They're going to, of course, have my logo on it, and it'll be I'm trying to design it to the point where it's a Christmassy GreyMan Christmas card. So down below, if you can see it, you can pause the screen or watch the replay. And Harvey Black will be posting it throughout the month of November as well. I'm going to try to get everybody that wants one out one. So I'm probably going to print a couple hundred just to make sure, but I'll have them accessed. And let me see here. Scarzo219 says, can you do other countries in collapse? Scarzo, I can do some more research on that if you'd like. I'll see what I can dig up for you. Let me see here. Milo, thank you for staying positive because it helps us stay positive. I appreciate that, Milo. Cheers to you, GreyMan, and your family. That's wonderful. Thank you, Monashi. Send GreyMan. Thank you, Harvey Black, for posting that. Whoops, I just missed JT. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat, JT. JT, you, Jeff. I know Jeff's in chat. You're in chat. We need to get a hold of Gene W, T Prada. Who else? There was a few other folks that want to get together. Plus, I met someone at the post office from Melbourne that says, hey, I'm a prepper. I didn't know you were a prepper because I was getting all that stuff. And they asked, is this for GreyMan Prepping? She said, are you a prepper? I said, yeah, I'm on YouTube. I gave her my channel name. And she's like, well, there's a lot of us around. I said, well, spread the word. But I want to do a get together, guys. If we just got to go have fun at Dustin's barbecue, we will. JT, I want to get together with you folks and just and break some bread with you folks. You know what I mean? And then if we want, we can make it bigger and plan something else down the road. Is Rudy taking off? I can't see. I had to back up and chat. You know, when I get to talking, I just get to talking. And if Rudy, you're an awesome person, brother. Thank you for hanging out with us this evening. Truly appreciate that. I'll have to get you on the channel, brother. We'll have to talk here soon. Arlith, what's up, Arlith? Let me see here. Peacefully prepped, beautiful, waiting on the planet for art for hours 2. Let me see here. I just saw angels arrived. Hello. It's fine. Sometimes you get a multitask. You're right, Scarzo. I did see Lebanon just go down as well. I was reading that article on that. I thought I saw another name in here. Chewy. Where are you at? Indiana Prepper 2. Hey, brother, I just saw you. Did you just post something recently? I got a notification. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope all is well with you. Greg and Chewy. There you go. What's up, Greg and Chewy? Let me see here. Angels arrived. Hawkeye, Miguel. Whenever you're going to have the barbecue, let me know. We'll bring iguanas. Miguel, you know what's funny, Miguel? At the Halloween party at my shop, we had gator and shark. I know it's going to sound crazy, but we had fried gator and fried shark. Shade Tree Prepper, blessings to everyone. Awesome. Thank you so much. GRC Homestead lived on Merritt Island for a couple of years. Loved the area. I know where I lived on Merritt Island years. Man, this is like 20 years ago. Merritt Island on State Road 3. It's a long time ago. We might have crossed paths. You never know. The closest we've got to you is Jacksonville, Florida, or St. Augustine. Jacksonville is what, about 3 hours north, I think? Somewhere around there. I'm still trying to banning my channel. Let me see here. That's why I don't like some of those other platforms. Had gator, never had shark. Shark is good. It was a black tip. It's pretty good. It depends on the way it's cooked, because you got the sharks. Sharks urinate through their skin, if that makes any sense. So it has to be cooked in a specific way and stuff like that. I know it sounds gross, but it can actually be pretty good. What's up, Red Road Homestead? Cocoa Beach. Wow, Red Road. That's God, Cocoa Beach. I've done a lot of photography work down at Cocoa Beach Pier. Angels arrived. That's understandable. You're fine. You know, you can always watch me on the replay. That's what I always tell. Let's say there's 20 people live on a stream, go to where you feel most comfortable with, watch their content. And if you want to see someone else, watch the replay. It all plays out the same way. You see, lived in Fort Pierce Shores for a while. Wish I still did. Jan, that would be awesome. You'd be close to JT. Having two mods that close would be awesome. Fort Pierce is where Jeff lives, or where he used to live. I think Jeff still lives in Fort Pierce. Sherry, thank you so much, Sherry. I appreciate that. What's up, Redneck Prepper? How you doing, brother? Vanta Rider, good night. You take care. I got a Dreamland is right around the corner for me too. I got a long day tomorrow. I'm going to try to do an outdoorsy video. I got a lot of stuff going on. So many different things. And thank you, Harvey, for all the link drops. Damn, I'm in the Panhandle. Long drive. Yeah, Jeremy Taylor, it'd be about 4 hours. I know I've had some folks visit me from the Panhandle, and it takes them about 4 hours, depending on traffic. But anybody who's in the state of Florida, or outside the state of Florida for that matter, if they want to, I want to put a meetup together. I'm trying to do the small one with some locals first, and then kind of plan out a bigger one. There's a couple places that we can camp and sit by the campfire and tell prepper stories or something. I don't know. We'll do something fun. You know what I mean? Jeff Gregory, Port St. Lucie, not too far. Not too far away. You guys are all within like let's say a 3 to 6 hour range of this general area. It takes me 6 hours to get to Lakeland. Lakeland, that's over there. Isn't that over by Orlando area? Lakeland, Florida, somewhere around that area. I'm on the East Coast. My uncle lived in Merritt Island. I used to live in Cocoa Beach. My folks worked in the Space Center. That's awesome, Boston rocks. All right, folks, do you guys, let me see here. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Double check here, brand, move that down. I think I'm good. Do you guys have any other final questions or anything that you guys look forward to? Now, remember, I have 120 people still in here, 124 or something like that, 125-ish. Remember, Thursday night, 10:30 p.m. I know it's late, folks. I know it's late, but it's going to be the 10K giveaway. We're giving 10 items away for the 10K giveaway. Plus, we're doing this Super Chat of the Month giveaway. Speaking of which, Wink's prize finally arrived. I have almost everything delivered. I'm waiting on 3 more things. They're supposed to be here tomorrow at 9 p.m. So hopefully I have all the prizes delivered. If not, I will find prizes because I have prizes all around me. So please, if you want to have a great time Thursday night, we're going to stay positive. We're going to be giving stuff away. We're going to have a good time. There's going to be something there for everyone. I got I know we're going to do some solar bricks, some woods, like the little wood stoves. I got all kinds of stuff. I got a knife. I got flashlights that Rudy turned me on to years ago. I have the pucks that me and Rudy like, the little light pucks. I got those. I have a number 10 can. I got a lot of stuff to give away. So say Lucy, right on, Jeff. Let me see. Good night, Red Road. JRC, it's 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So 10:30 p.m. my time here in Florida. Minute, man. Everyone has an opportunity to win. We're going to use that platform that I showed you that's built into StreamYard so that it should be fun. Yeah, yeah, Chief, it will be. It'll be fun, man. I think it'll be cool. I like giving things away. I like giving back to the community. You guys have helped me get to this point with the 10K, and I've been pushing it. Give away honey. I don't know, Hawkeye. That's hard for me. I love my honey, Hawkeye. I'm a little reserved on giving away honey. Gray, I have to catch the replay. Wow, awesome donations. Yes, Northern Girl, agreed. It was very kind of those folks. We're gonna put all that for the kids. We're gonna make some kids happy this year. So, thanks, Tara. All right. Other than that, folks, I think that about wraps it up, folks. We're over an hour. I think I got everything that I wanted to get out. We got the mail call. We got the Venezuelan. We got the economic issues. Again, I appreciate every single one of you guys that joined me this evening. It's always good to see all you folks. I like to see the familiar names. Thank you all for the donations. Truly appreciate that. Wow. I'll have to talk to Billy and D. That's very upsetting, Yarn. It's very upsetting. That sucks. But thank you, mods, for all the things that you do. You guys mods are phenomenal folks, keeping this chat the way it is. You've built this awesome place for folks to exchange ideas, and I truly appreciate what you guys do, dropping links and keeping the chat the way it is. You guys are the unsung heroes, like I like to say, of the YouTube verse. So thank you so much. And every single one of you, appreciate that. I want you guys to have a great night. I will see some folks tomorrow on the video that I drop, and then Thursday night. I don't want to reiterate that so much. I don't want anybody to miss Thursday night's live stream. 10K giveaway and Super Chat of the Month giveaway, all on one night. But yes, everyone, please have a blessed evening. This is GreyMan. I'm out. I'll see you guys in a rebound. Stay safe out there, and I'll see everybody live again on Thursday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for this super huge giveaway. God bless.